Tonight at 6, tales of terror from Orlando.
I look over and he shoots the girl next to me. And I'm just there laying down, I'm thinking, I'm next, I'm dead.
Survivors of the nightclub massacre reliving that night.
I could see piles of bodies laying over the toilet seat and slumped over, and the bottom of the toilet was just covered with handprints and blood.
As we learn more about the killer's motive, his wife facing questions.
Our team coverage starts now. Today we heard heartbreaking stories from the shooting survivors and about their friends and loved ones who died in the massacre.
These are pictures of most of the 49 victims who sadly did not make it out alive. We're also learning more about a possible motive, and we've learned that the shooter's wife is facing serious questions. Local 10 News reporter Glenna Milberg begins our live team coverage. She is in Fort Pierce with everything she's learned today. Glenna.
Such questions, Lori. Calvin Noor Mateen is her name, and she is facing questions like, what did she know? Did she become a part of this at any point? Could she have stopped the carnage at Pulse nightclub? That's one area that agents are looking into right now as they find new evidence of a possible motive. All of this time, we've been looking at their investigation into ISIS-related, terror-related, radicalization-related issues. Today, we find that there are many people who say Omar Mateen, who just unleashed carnage at a gay nightclub, might have been gay himself.
The accounts about Omar Mateen are unrelated and so similar.
I've seen him a couple times at Pulse.
The shooter used to come into the bar on a regular basis.
At least 4 men have recounted knowing Mateen's face from party nights at Pulse, from the pictures and chats on gay dating apps.
Like asking like what club, in his words, like what clubs are popping and things of that sort.
Did Mateen unleash terror and bloodshed because of a warped ideology or conflicted sexuality?
I suspected that to be such a thing.
You did?
No, I'm telling you. But I wasn't aware of it, and I never knew about that.
Omar Mateen's father, who had first described his son's outrage at seeing 2 men kiss, now say it's possible Omar Mateen was living a double life.
He had no issue of such a thing.
No issue with the gay lifestyle. Might he have been gay?
I don't think so. I would have noticed that. Probably he has a wife and kids.
Might he have been living a double life?
I don't know.
Mateen's wife and 3-year-old son have been staying at his father's home. Noor Salman Mateen was one of the first to be interviewed by FBI agents, told them she was with her husband at Pulse to case the property in early June. The same week, in fact, he purchased the weapons. Reports indicate she now has claimed she tried to dissuade him from the attack. As for his conflicted secret life,
what was his personal view, it will be secret, and because he's dead.
But there may be one person who knows much more about him, and that is his wife, Noor. Depending on what agents learn, if she knew about this and didn't report it, can she be arrested? The answer to that is yes. Is her arrest imminent? That, right now, is very hard to say. I'm Glenna Milberg, live in Fort Pierce tonight, Local 10 News.